Welcome to Mikaela in the kitchen. This is where we're going to make some buttermilk biscuits for biscuits and gravy. So, oh, that's our oven. It's preheated. So, bowl. We're going to do 2 cups of flour. My big, huge flour bag is down here. I can't even lift it to show you. It's like a Costco size. 2 cups of flour. There's 1, 2. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 1 tablespoon. Normally I double this batch, but since I'm making like every possible food in the world today, I'm not going to make like a ton of food. I have to make the bean soup before the, have to do that, which sounds really good too, but then I also kind of need to make the eggs Benedict, and then I definitely need to make the biscuits and gravy because I've had the sausage for a while, so. Hey, boy oh boy do I love this, not. One tablespoon. I'm going to do like the tiniest bit more because I'm just eyeballing this. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Did you hear that cough? Really freaking bad, guys. 1 tablespoon sugar. 1 teaspoon of salt. You alright, Scarlett? 1 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm gonna, what, honey? Hi.
I just wanted to know, this is about a sticky rock that is away,
Oh, I won't.
and it feels disgusting. It feels like plastic.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
Okay, I'll take your Hollandaise.
Okay, we're gonna kind of get this combined, all of our dry ingredients. The oven is preheating to 500 degrees, hot. And you're gonna need a spring form pan. And if you don't have a pan like that, you can use like a long rectangular Pyrex and just put them in that way, but kind of like the spring form. These biscuits are awesome, but they're like kind of a pain in the butt to make. Okay, so 4 tablespoons of butter go in here, cold, because you want this to get cut up kind of like with a crumble, like a hard crumble, as best you can. However, it's not easy. It's not really an easy recipe, but kind of, like it kind of is. And it's good though. So I'm just cutting each tablespoon into like quadrants or whatever, because just to break up the butter a little bit more. There's the 4th one. Alright, pastry cutter. I'm going to go in there and just try to cut the butter in. Get it? Teacher! I used to treat you like a lady, but you're a substitute teacher. Mother Love Bone. I like this song. Okay. I have cut that up as much as I can. Now we're going to get the buttermilk. We need 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Okay, we're gonna dump in the buttermilk and then we just fold it in. It'll be kind of lumpy. You're not gonna try to get it really sweet. I don't know what the best kind of spoon to use. I've used wooden, I've used plastic, I've used spatulas. Nothing really helps, to be honest. But maybe this one will. I've never used this one. So we're folding rice. Like to get rice out of the rice cooker or right. Hi honey. How are you?
Good. My cough hurts.
I know. It's like killing me. Yeah, she did. I gave it to her. Yeah, it's funny because I normally make 2 batches of this. It doesn't look like that much, but that will be enough to fill one springform pan. Oh God. Okay. Calling it good there. I just realized I'm wearing cheap Pop Market art. I am really repping today.
Here I am. I'm back.
Hi, Violet.
Hi.
God, I don't feel good right now.
I don't feel good.
It's tight. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. So we've got our dough mixed up in here. Lightly folded the buttermilk in. Nothing crazy. Springform pans. Springform pans have a clasp on the side to tighten or loosen them. So you want it on your loosest setting. Stick it in the grooves of your flat pan and clinch it shut. I'm going to spray it with basically grease it. Get your surface floured. Put some on your hands because this dough is sticky. So we're going to try to put 9 around the edges and 3 in the middle, kind of. However, I've never really been successful at doing that at all, so I'm just doing it. This dough is so ridiculously sticky, it's not even funny. Yeah, we're gonna have to make room for another, which I hate doing. I forgot baking soda. It only wanted half a teaspoon, but I forgot it. I don't know, I probably ruined it. It's pretty simple ingredients, probably pretty necessary, but I'm just gonna, since I've already done all this crap, we're gonna find out together. I'm just so off today. Anyway, so we're gonna get melted butter and brush the tops of our biscuits with this. The oven is ready and preheated to 500, ready to go. So we're just gonna butter these and pop them in there for 5 minutes at 500. Then we drop it down to 450 and let them go for 15 more minutes. I'm curious to see how this turns out. Maybe I'm not even curious. Maybe I'm just like scared and pissed off. Those are my emotions. But that's okay. I will make sure to post the correct ingredients on here and let's go on this journey together. Maybe we will realize that it doesn't really matter. The fact that there's like a full big fat tablespoon of baking powder in there is the only reason why I haven't just said screw it altogether. Maybe the powder will make up for the loss. Okay, so goes in the oven. so thirsty. Okay, next we're gonna make our sausage gravy. Okay, I couldn't wait, so I went ahead and got the sausage browning. It's just a Jimmy Dean like tube of sausage, ground sausage with sage, breakfast sausage. So which is good because I don't have any spices. Normally I make biscuits and gravy on Christmas morning. That's like our tradition, but since this year I hosted and I had to make a turkey, I just didn't want to deal with it. So this has got to get cooked. So we're doing it today on a Sunday. Cooking like 3 major meals all at once, just because, I don't know. I can't breathe, I'm just sick. Yeah, I guess I'm just looking forward to being done with this cooking and just hanging out. I went for a really nice walk today through the woods. I needed it really bad. And it felt so good. And now I don't feel guilty for wasting a beautiful day, but I really do need to just rest. So I worked out in my gym this morning, my garage I should say, my gym. Tried, I can't breathe very well, so it's kind of hard. Anyway, I got some fresh air though and it feels good. And after I'm done cooking, I just want to paint. So I want to get all set up to not have to feed anybody. And yeah, this sausage is cooking away and this, 3 seconds left. Oh, perfect. Okay. So our soup is, and our biscuits. They both finished the exact same time, which is just so random. Oh, it's Judgment Day here with no baking soda. They don't look done to me. They're normally a little more. They don't look bad, you guys. So no baking soda in these. Oh, should I let them go for, no, I'm gonna say they're done. They're just not as like golden on top as they usually are. Okay, the oven's gonna go off. Cancel. Timer, cancel. Okay, so these are gonna go sit over here for a minute. You wanna get your sausage cooked thoroughly. And then we're going to get a bowl ready to take it out. We're going to transfer it and make our gravy in here. Thank you for putting those back. Bowl ready. Can't believe those biscuits, you guys. I wonder what. Wonder how it's going to be. Come on, babies. We want them to kind of get caramelized. I like the caramelization going. And the more like flavor we can build up in this pan, the better, because that's our sauce. That's our gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. I love truck stop biscuits and gravy where it's like greasy. Let's try this. I wonder if this would help. I mean, I hate to do that, but is that even better? That's better, I'm sorry to say. Okay, come on, sausage. Okay, here's the part where we kind of strain the grease out. I'm going to get the meat out of the pan. I mean, you don't have to worry too much about it. Let's drop this heat way down to low. Way, way down. Because we don't want that like oil to just like crust up. We want it to remain in there because that's going to be for our roux. I wonder if this music is just too loud. Get this out first. Okay, so we've got a lot of oil remaining. I'm gonna put a little bit more butter just to like give it, because we want to make a nice roux. It's important. Okay, what are we gonna stir this with? Let's use a spoon like this. Okay, so we've got that all warm. It's on a low heat still, and I'm not gonna move it. We're gonna sprinkle our flour in there, stir it all up. The quicker you can get moisture to that flour, the better. So wherever you see normally in the center of the pan is where it's the hottest, so that's where it's gonna start crusting more, but just kind of get that all mixed in. This is our base. Oh my God. Actually, gosh darn it, you idiot, Mikaela. Ugh. Well, whatever. I'm gonna do it in here. Normally I do it in my Dutch oven because it's deeper. Such a moron. This will have to work. That was some 1% milk. Grab the whisk. If I were smart, I would have poured in just a little bit of milk to make that roux and then more, like add it gradually, but I'm no professional. You're just a girl, sick as hell, in the kitchen, honestly. Alright, crank the heat up down because that milk was cold. Can you believe this? Ugh. How are these biscuits? Let's get pot holders. Move this. Check this out. I don't even have to undo, like the springform pan is useless. Usually your biscuits are kind of like exploding out of it a little bit, and you unleash that like springform and it just like helps to unlock it. But in this case, I don't even know. Let's just see. Yeah, they were definitely done on the bottom. We wouldn't want to cook them any longer. I think that let's see if they're done in the middle. They look really good, you guys. Try a piece. It's like totally fine, but it's different. Just follow the recipe. I guess if you forget baking soda, it's not going to kill it. So anyway, weird. It's kind of just like a consistency thing maybe, and anyway, yeah, not bad though. I will transfer these over to a different location. Here's that milk bubbling. So this is kind of bubbly. Kind of want it to bubble a little bit. I've stirred it a few times. We just kind of want it to get bubbly so it starts to thicken.
Are you making the gravy?
Yeah. And that's when we decide if we did enough of a roux. If worst comes to worst, we'll cross that bridge, but we can always thicken it up with more flour. Let's let that get raised up a bit again. It got a little too bubbly, so I turned it down, and now I'm kind of back in the waiting game zone. Oh, it's bubbly. Pepper.
Let's see a bit of pepper.
Love the pepper. little bubblier. Hard for me to settle on you. So almost there. Almost thick enough. Pretty much. So we're gonna add our sausage back in. Stir it up carefully in this kind of a shallow thing. Normally I've got room to just whip it around, but wow, I'm spilling it. Bugsy. Let that come up to a simmer again. We'll add a little more salt. Pepper. We like pepper up in here. So good. You see that consistency? It's got some drag to it. We're good. Minus the imperfect biscuits, it should be delicious. Yeah, this sauce is perfect. So sausage is dumped in, and I'm just going to set it over here. And it will stay a little warm because of the oven, and it will thicken as it goes. Okay, let's make a hollandaise sauce. So I've got 3 egg yolks in here. I'm going to put them in a clear bowl that we're going to use as our double boiler. So that's where those are going. Scrape it all out. And we're going to put a tablespoon of water in. This is almost up to a simmer. I've got a little bit of water in a pot, about that much, that deep, because this bowl is going to sit on top. Oh, it already got hot. Let's get our whisk ready and our butter ready. We'll use this soft butter, that will be good. I also have these lemons that we're going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and slice those up right now just so that they're ready to go. Let's juice them while we're waiting. Get these seeds out. Because once that double boiler goes in, you are whisking, and that's all you're doing for like ever. Too bad I worked out this morning and my freaking arms hurt so bad because this is gonna kill me. Okay, I think I got them all out. Okay, that water is simmering, so we're gonna whisk up our egg yolks in our water. Get them on this double boiler. Let's turn this down to make sure that it's just simmering. We don't want it like rapidly boiling so much. We're going to whisk this until it gets like light and frothy. Scraping those sides a lot because we don't want the egg to cook. That's not what we want. Okay, so that's kind of light and frothy. I'm going to start adding 1 tablespoon of butter at a time, up to 4 tablespoons. So we're going to add this butter and just keep whisking. You want a total of half a stick of butter in here, and you want to do it in pieces. Okay, so I've just been whipping this up forever. It's timed. It's all the butter's all melted in nicely. Now I'm going to add the lemon juice. And some salt. A little bit of cayenne. Use a little bit more cayenne. That's getting nice and creamy. That's a good temperature. There we go. That's the consistency we want. I just had to crank the heat up. Okay, get the hot holder going so we can turn it off. We're going to just transfer it into a nice little pouring dish. So this serves an okay amount. Like, it depends on how much you love Hollandaise. I love Hollandaise and I want to put it on every single thing I touch, but sometimes you'd want to double this batch, just depending. Again, I'm not making a ton of, well, I'm making so much food today that I don't care. I don't want to make enough to feed the needy, you know? Like, we're just going to kind of use up what we've got in the kitchen today on a Sunday, since we've got time. Okay, so we got to make our ham. So let's get some butter in a pan. I toasted these English muffins. I'm just going to get them buttered. Kelly and Jonathan are coming over for a minute, which I'm excited about. Michael, by the way. Michael, did you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Kelly and Jonathan are stopping by to give us some goodies real quick.
Okay.
We're together. Pretty cool. I'm losing you. Anything, I'll buy you any ring, and I'm in pieces. Baby, fix me. Okay, we're gonna get that pan hot. I'm so excited about this game. It's the last game of the regular season. We're playing the 49ers. Marshawn Lynch is coming back because all of our runners got season-ending injuries, so this is gonna be wild. So excited. Get that pan nice and hot. We're gonna put our pieces of ham in there. Get those going. We want those to get nice and hot. And then we're gonna assemble our tray and it's gonna be done. Oh, right? Biscuits and gravy, Hollandaise, yeah, we're done. Whew. Okay, cool. I will see you again for the final thing. Okay, I forgot we have to poach eggs. So at this point I have the ham. It is all cooked up in butter. Kind of sitting here. This is coming up to a boil. You want to put white vinegar in there, but Oma, you have my white vinegar. So I'm gonna use red wine vinegar. Sorry, yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting taste, I think, but just a tidge would be good. There. It's gonna have a weird taste, maybe. We'll see. This is just gonna be like an experiment kind of one. So we've got our eggs ready. These are my good eggs that we want. Oh God, the yolk. I can't wait. Waiting for that to come up to a boil, and then we will poach some eggs. Okay, water is finally boiling. So we're gonna take it. I'd like to actually get a bowl ready to drop our egg in. So just crack an egg in a little bowl that you can easily just real quick. We want to create like a whirlpool. This saucepan is in particular maybe a little too small for this. Drop it down the middle. Do not stir it afterward. Oh. Oh my God. Let's get another one ready. By the way, I timed this entire thing so terribly that it's just ridiculous. Everything's cold. Everything's cold and just waiting there. Okay, this shouldn't be boiling either. that going. It's good though, the egg is intact, so that's good. The yolk, I should say. I have a bowl full of ice water ready to go, and I'm going to put it right here, and that's where we're going to transfer our eggs. Calling it good, drop it in your ice bath. Okay, let's stir it again. Okay. I want 4 eggs because I did 4 hams and 4 muffins. Okay, let that just go. I don't want this to get cold either necessarily, so I'm gonna get it out of here. So that egg was definitely done. I'm gonna want the egg runny, so you just kind of want to do it for a couple of minutes. Okay, ice bath. Okay, last egg. Okay, so that egg's gonna boil, and I'm going to put the last egg on top, and we'll assemble it all, and that's how you make hollandaise sauce and poached eggs. Eggs Benedict. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Sorry I'm so sick and gross, and thought I'd share the recipe. Have a good night, guys.